Good morning. It's a rise and grind day. Just finished dropping the little at school, and now I'm going to start my day. You know, when I see people taking dogs for a walk, I do tend to wonder, are they taking the dog for a walk, or is the dog taking them for a walk? Because it just makes me always laugh somehow. I think people get dogs just so they can keep fit, and which is fine. It sounds reasonable. If you're lazy, might as well get something to help you form the habit. Otherwise, what's the point? Well, no, I understand what I'm saying. People get dogs for companionship as well. They're just man's best friend, and it's great, and it makes sense. these markets are so powerful. It's amazing how they got set up. You know, they've saved a lot of lives selling all these fruits for a bowl 50. And it just makes you think, where is the world coming to or going to? The current financial crisis is driving people AWOL. I really can't wait to get home and put my feet up. I feel so tired. I don't know why. Maybe because of the bags I seem to be dragging around. Or maybe it's just the day of the week. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's kind of draining. Oh, and I started test earlier on today. Maybe that is what is draining. I picked up a few things on my way. That snack. Who doesn't like snack, right? Snacks. I am here to meet a mom who doesn't prepare for half term. See, Lidl does these fantastic things. The yogurts with the high protein, and they are so good. Not just good, they're very healthy. And then to balance the healthiness, then a couple of Oreo, right? I haven't tried these, but these are the gingerbread Oreos. I am looking forward to having them. They're supposed to surprise me, so let me see if I can get surprised, or if I can be surprised. Another thing I picked up this morning, it's food in a bottle. See, I have a hard time just sticking to regular meals, so I'm hoping that this can help. It's banana flavored though, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll let you, I'll probably document how it tastes. Yes. It is such an interesting time to be alive. I've started noticing that a lot of these lids, bottle lids, they're now staying on. And I think it's for the convenience of recycling, which is a fantastic idea. Like, sometimes these things you have to think, why did it take us so long to think about these things? Why is it that it's taken research and innovations this long to think about these? I don't know. Now I'm going to taste this and see how it is. No doubt, it is really nice. I can't fault it. There's the bit about mango, no, the banana taste is in there, but it's not overwhelming, because sometimes you pick up some smoothies and the banana is just too much, but this is really nice. I'd really be comfortable just drinking it by itself. I just don't know if I will finish it in one go. Although it says food in a bottle and you're supposed to drink it, because it's a meal. Actually, it's a complete meal. You're supposed to just have one at a time. But yeah, I do like it. I was doing this and I just realized that I have an astonishing talent or love for folding my carrier bags. I don't know if anybody else does that. I got it from my dad, because I grew up just seeing him fold all his bags. And I think it helps me keep things tidy, and I'm able to fit more of these into the bag, the storage bag that it goes. But it makes me feel happy. But this one's going into the bin though. It's going into the bin because, yeah, it's done its time. Yes, I am out without a jacket. Wow, this is beautiful. The sun is out and I don't know what the temperature is. Meanwhile, yesterday I was watching the temperature as if I work with the weather office, and it didn't even feel this warm yesterday. Maybe for an hour, yes, but today, no. This is beautiful. Can actually come out in sunny afternoon for school pickup, and it's beautiful to see. So beautiful. I feel so great. What? It's a bright temperature. I can't even complain, but it's good. I'm off to school. One thing that has come to my mind this afternoon to talk about actually is that I think there's a bit of the Indian tradition that people of other cultures need to learn. You know that tradition where the Indians tend to move their parents in with them I don't know if it's the husband's family or the wife's family, but when their parents are grown and they've retired from work or from being professionally active, the children move them in, and it's such a beautiful transition. It might feel like it's a burden to outsiders who are looking in, but because these people are born into it, it really does make sense. The older I get, the more I'm realizing and learning more about how it feels to be old, because once we all stop working and we get to a certain age, everybody needs somebody to care for them. Everybody needs company. You're not an island, definitely not. But there are so many benefits to living with the younger generation, if one can afford it, of course. Because remember the video I shared on CNA on YouTube where the elderly choose not to retire? They tend to maintain the human connections that they have. Apparently it's very good for the brain. But when we're young, we want to do our own thing. We want to be by ourselves. We want to just come back from work, lock our door, don't know your neighbor. That is the sad part of reality. It's not meant to be like that. We're all emotional human beings and we're meant to stay connected to one another. I find it hard and sad when people are cut off from their family members, because it is such a huge privilege. The amount of old people in care homes, in old people's homes, who don't have visitors, the amount is staggering. And you only need to speak to care workers to know, to have an idea of what those people are going through. The sheer loneliness. In fact, you're living with people, you still experience loneliness, let alone you're now aged and you've been forgotten in some care home. Nobody is coming to visit you. That feels so sad. Just the thought of it feels very sad to me. If anyone can, I think it requires the backing of probably government, but also a cultural change. Government in the sense that people need support. Cultural change in the sense that we all need to change our behaviors. If the elders have made it mandatory, they pay their way forward, everybody else will follow suit and do the same thing. And I think it's necessary, really. Where the world is going now, it is so necessary. I don't see that happening in the UK. They've cut that cord long time ago. I don't think they're about to sew it back. But besides, it's so expensive. Imagine moving your parents in. How are you going to afford the bills? The heating will be on in winter while you're at work and they're at home. But the beautiful thing is, if you're around young people, your brain is constantly working. You don't age as fast as somebody who is not around young people. If you're young people, you're going to be childlike, because you will borrow their mannerisms. You will start to learn their jokes. You will start to laugh at their jokes. And it's such a beautiful thing to witness and even to be a part of. So for cultures that are doing that, for the Asian cultures, I really admire them. If it were possible, everybody should be doing it. I think that's my humble opinion anyway. That's what comes to mind. I'm feeling so tired, but I think it's probably because I've been out. I've done a lot of walking today. Yes. But I'm sat down here watching an interesting program. On your view, I'll just turn the camera around.
There's going to be more shows next year.
I am going to wrap up for the day because I just need to fix dinner and then just sit down and chill my brain, really. Yeah.